All right, so I am at the trailhead for Grays and Torreys Peak. It's they're two 14ers in, I guess, near Georgetown, Colorado. So I'm gonna climb them in the morning, camp at the trailhead tonight in my car. This is my first time car camping at trailheads, so pretty excited to see how it goes. Hoping it helps me with the altitude a little bit better. It's been raining pretty much since I got here like an hour and a half ago. And it doesn't show signs of stopping, but every once in a while it slows down enough for me to open this back window and take in the good views. But looking forward to climbing them tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up probably around 3 or 3:15, try and be on the trail by 4. So pretty excited. All right, so it is about 3:15 in the morning. I just woke up. Slept pretty good. Slept better than I thought I would. So gonna chug my pre-workout, gonna make my sandwich for the day and try and get on the trail a little bit earlier than planned. But it looks a little cloudy outside, which is concerning, but we'll see. Hopefully it's supposed to clear up a little bit later in the afternoon, but we'll go ahead and get it going and see what we find. I'm about 1,000 feet below the summit of Grays, the first peak we're climbing. Just stopped to have a snack and take a little break. The sun's starting to come up and the views are getting unbelievable. So I'm gonna sit here for a couple minutes, eat my little bar, and then kill these last 1,000 to 1,200 feet up to Grays, and hopefully it's not too bad. I'm feeling really good so far. I've only been going for like an hour and a half, and I've covered like half the distance to the top. So pretty good so far. Really excited for the summit. Off of the summit of Grays, 14,270 feet. Views up here are unbelievable. I mean, everywhere you look, it's just more and more mountains. And Torreys looks pretty far from here. It looks like a lot of climbing, so not looking forward to that, but I'm feeling pretty good for being on the first one. So I'm kind of hopeful that this is going to go well. Those are kind of famous last words as well, but we're going to give it a shot. Coming down off these mountains is going to suck, and the wind is really not too bad. It could be way worse. I've been up much lower than this, and the wind's been so bad you couldn't stand up. So kind of a blessing that the winds are, I think they're like 10 miles an hour was forecasted, and it feels about like that. So really not bad at all. And especially when you have views like this, you could put up with the wind a little bit better. Coming down off of Torreys. Climb up Torreys is much harder than the one up Grays, so keep that in mind if you're coming up here. But the views are unbelievable. I mean, the drop off on the other side of Torreys is like 2,000 feet, and it feels like it. So I just sat up there, had my little sandwich, and now I'm gonna be heading back down. I think it's gonna take me a while to get back down just because my legs are already tired. So I'll probably be taking a good deal of breaks, but really great day. I mean, Grays looks massive from here, much bigger than it looked before, so maybe it's because I came down off of it, but no, it looks really great. You know, the views are unbeatable through here, so great day in the mountains. Can't complain. Just coming down the trail here, and it's crazy to look up and see what I came down from, and you can barely even see Grace Summit, but you know, Torreys just like way up there, and those people look like ants, so it's pretty motivating to
see how much you've done, but it also makes me remember how much left I have to do, and it's not easy. So just gonna keep trucking, try and make it back to the car before the afternoon thunderstorms roll in. Like the afternoon storms are coming in probably about 2 or 3 hours earlier than forecasted. So kind of trying to race back to the car. I wanted to stop and take some breaks along the way, but I also don't want to get rained on at the end of this great day. So I am chasing the sunlight back to the car, just trying to get out of here quickly. All right, that was Grays and Torreys. Did about 9 miles and about 3,500 feet of climbing. So big day, probably one of my biggest. So pretty proud of how well I did and my endurance and whatnot. But yeah, it was a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful. I'll probably come back and do this hike again, maybe next year or something like that. I mean, the views from up top were unbelievable. So highly recommend it. Good day in the mountains, can never complain.